I had a request from one of my handlers who is studying with me via Skype about creating distance moves for her dog. And she wanted to know how would she start going about that. So that's what I'm going to do today, is show you how I begin that process. What you want to do is take something like, well, and this isn't the only way you can do it, but this is a great way. This is the way that I prefer to work with distance work. Is you want a fence, okay, which could be anything. It could be, you know, the back of 2 chairs. It could be anything that your dog can be placed on the other side of the fence. So what you want to do is place your dog on the other side of the fence, and you come to this side with your treats and ask the dog for something that they can do well. Okay, it might just be sit, and then throw the food over to them, over the fence. Okay, something that you know that they can get just with this one obstacle in the way. Okay, sit, good. Throw it over the fence, or whatever your reward marker is. Sit, yes, and throw it over the fence. Now, when they get okay with being behind the fence, then you can start to take a step back. Sit, yes, throw the food. Why do I say throw the food instead of walking up and handling it, or handing it to them? Because that's rewarding for the distance, and that's what we're really after. Okay, so say she could do sit from here. Sit, yes, throw the food. Even if it bounces out and she has to put herself back behind the fence, that's okay. And you know that the dog has really got the game when they put themselves back behind the fence. Okay, for many, they're not going to understand this. They're going to want to come to you, put them back behind the fence, and say behind the fence, or whatever you want to call it, and ask for the behavior again. If it's breaking down, step back in close and do a couple more rounds of close work. Okay? Remember, if you hand it to them, you're not rewarding for the distance. Okay? What I like is the dog doesn't make the distance, you do. Okay? So let's say we're working with something like front-facing side passes. So as I step to the side, my dog is moving over to hit center, and I'm going to throw the food. I'd probably start right here. Center, yes, throw the food. Center, yes, throw the food. Center, yes. Okay, I might take just a couple 6 inches back. Center, yes. Center, yes. Center, yes. Okay, and then I can go back just a little bit more. Always the handler makes the distance. Okay, so if I go here and I go center and she moves over, yes, and launch the food. I created one of Annabelle's routines started with a distance spin. I had her stand. Now I think actually I had her back up to the spot and stay, and then I motioned for the music to come on. And it was about, I'm going to say at least 10 feet back, and it started with a spin. It was I don't know if it was her tango or a real Spanish number, but it started with her doing a spin in place at a distance. Okay? And that's how I got it, was because we played the fence game. Okay? And I'm going to have Debbie and Daisy show you live how to break this down, how to actually practice this. Okay, so let's try something harder like spin. So she's going to start back up, Debbie's going to start back up at the fence again to do a couple rounds of spin. And you can see Daisy realizes all good things come from behind the fence. This is a tough one. There you go. Oh, she's going to have her go back behind the fence to get rewarded. This is not an easy thing to do, but once they get it, You can work with almost any behavior at a distance by you backing up.
Good.
And she reset herself. Perfect.
Good job. Yes.
And then she's resetting herself to play the game again. That's exactly what I want.
Yes.
And this is not easy for a 10-year-old dog.